Welcome to the life cycle. James noticed his pet frog, Flora, had started looking very different from when he first got her. He thinks she might be sick. James, tell the vet about Flora. Flora has been acting and looking different. She's gotten bigger and lost her tail. I think I know what's going on. Come follow me.
Frogs lay eggs. Eggs hatch in 1 to 3 weeks. The tadpole hatches from the egg. Tadpoles live in water. They do not have legs and use gills to breathe. The tadpole grows into a froglet. Froglets have legs and lungs. The adult frog does not have a tail. Adult female frogs lay eggs.
See, James, Flora is going to be okay. She's going through life cycle changes and is now an adult frog. Every organism has a life cycle. Do you want to see what the butterfly life cycle looks like? Yes! Butterflies also go through some changes, but unlike frogs, their life cycle only has 4 stages, not 6. They go from being an egg, to a caterpillar, to a pupa, and then finally into a butterfly. This process is called metamorphosis, which means that there is a big change in its body structure. This happened to Flora as well. The first stage of the butterfly life cycle is the egg. A female butterfly releases eggs on its habitat, which is usually leaves on plants. Since there are different types of butterflies, there are many different ways eggs can look. The next stage is the caterpillar. It eats its way out of the egg and begins exploring its habitat, which is usually grass, leaves, or trees. Its skin is constantly being shed during this stage, and the caterpillar is always eating parts of plants, fruits, or pollen. They eat as much as they can because they need to prepare for what comes next. Next comes the pupa. Once fully grown as the caterpillar, it puts itself in a vessel, which is also known as a chrysalis. The pupa does this in hidden areas to stay safe. In the chrysalis, the pupa begins its transformation into a butterfly. This may last a few weeks to months depending on the species of the butterfly. The last stage of this life cycle is the butterfly. The newly formed butterfly emerges out of the chrysalis and dries its wings. It waits until it is strong enough to fly, and once it starts flying, it looks for flowers. So James, do you see anything interesting between these 2 life cycles? Yes, the frog is a tadpole at first, and the butterfly is a caterpillar at first. That is very true. Even though their life cycles are not the same, they both start out as something else. Each life cycle is special to every animal, which is why their stages are so different.
Wow! Thank you for showing us the life cycle of frogs and butterflies. Now James will be able to identify different stages of some organisms around him. Hey Mom, maybe one day Flora will lay eggs.